you here. I think it's a pretty traumatic day for Barbara, and she would rather just drink beer, I think, so I don't want to hold things up for very long. I think we all really know what could be said, and we can leave it largely unspoken. I'm going to make two observations. The first is what an extraordinary experience it has been to have Barbara's intellect in the Institute. It's an incredibly broad one. We were having a discussion about how to replace Barbara in the Institute Management Group meeting yesterday, and like the job description was absurd. I mean, you couldn't decide whether it was endocrinology or global change biology. It was all very confusing. And it's very unusual to have someone with an enormous reach and a sort of a very true intellectual and someone who uses this intellect as a kind of a lens to reveal so much that is amazing about the real world. It's kind of, I don't see it very often, and it's been an enormous privilege to have that here, and it's going to be a big loss. The second point is that Barbara was originally drawn here by a vision that she has largely transformed into a reality. And she has done this by dint of a terrifying work ethic. And I think underpinned and fueled by a belief that every single individual act of mentorship, supervision, guidance, instruction, to every single individual person, whoever they are, is really important. It makes a real difference. And that identity of the importance of even small things to anyone is a sort of, I think, fundamental to my values, and I think those of all of us here. So through this extraordinary energy, she's kind of etched her ethos into the walls of our institute. I fear was literally in places, and I suppose we're going to see the likes of it quite soon. So she is going to go on to Groningen, where I think a whole new chapter of her career is going to open up. I think fantastic development that's happened for her. I think they don't have, we have very special things here, they will have different things there, and those things will be important to her next step. So I would only really ask that you toast Barbara and wish her the very best in all that will happen to her in the next few years. Barbara. Pile of small presents. I don't think we're going to make you open in front of everyone, but we do want to see what's inside. So we're going to have to kind of go away and open them over there somewhere, and then leave them there so we can see where they are. Is that clear enough?
Well, thanks Dan, and thanks to all of you for coming here, sharing his 6 years, which feel like most of my life. Was I in diapers in the beginning? No idea. But it's definitely been like the hardest departure I've ever had. And then one of the things I did in preparation in the last 2 weeks was making sure that I had a ticket to be returning to Glasgow. And my first return will be on the 18th of May, which is a Friday, conveniently. And I actually had to kind of force myself to just kind of like spare the month of April and the beginning of May to give myself a little bit of time in Groningen, because absolute contrast to when I came here, I've actually not given any thought to my future job. And so I think I need a little bit of time apart, away from you guys, not email, but at least physically away from you guys, to kind of open my mind to being elsewhere. And even this morning when I woke up and it was another brilliant day in Scotland, as days go, I thought, like, why am I doing this? But as Dan said, different places hold different opportunities. Mentioned already my difficulties with the Brexit, which was a big part of this. So there are reasons to leave, but there would have been very good reasons to stay as well. And the best reason is, of course, all of you. And I've never had colleagues like you. I've never had the opportunity to be so proud. That was actually a response to being here, because in other places I've worked, either there wasn't such a diversity of people to begin with, and this institute kind of makes a point of being kind of losing my words, multidisciplinary and kind of like interactive, and so, or there were people like with different interests, but they didn't bother to like talk to each other, and it was so different here. So this was the broadest I've ever been, and it's definitely been an absolute growing experience, also intellectually as well as kind of like socially with all of you. So all I can say is thank you, and I will, of course, remain an affiliate of this institute, even formally.
Professor, I think.
Well, professor. So even formally, and I think I would probably get moved by Lorna from the faculty to the kind of affiliate or honorary page, but I think that, yeah, keep the Glasgow profile and Glasgow email. So I hope we'll be in touch, and I hope that I'll actually, through like very active collaborations that already exist with Groningen, especially on the Tanzania side of things and so on, that I would get to see many of you either here or there. So once again, thanks so much.